All right, thanks so much for joining us on our Facebook Live today. So today we're going to speak about three things that you need to know when you're selling your property, and this is going to be mainly on value. So the first item is going to be, where do you get the best return for your renovation? And a lot of people do feel, for example, a pool is something that you wouldn't get a massive return. It depends on the buyer pool. So literally, if the buyer is interested in a pool, then that buyer might be more apt to purchase a home like that. So getting a wider buyer pool, but a wider amount of buyers will determine if you can get a better offer for the property. Now, there are renovations that are important. Landscaping on the outside is quite important for a first impression. Also, when we look at properties, usually they'll go through and look at the windows, the roof, if it shows sign of disrepair. So if the lawns are, need a lot of work and those other things, that buyer can go through that property and kind of have a mental state that they're looking for other things to be wrong. Kind of when your brain has that filter looking for other things to be wrong with it, they might be looking for a discount, and that might attract a discount kind of buyer. So when you're looking at renovations, be aware that you should consider, having your realtor in 3 to 4 months before you list your property. That can create a good runway. If there are changes in the market, they'll stay ahead of it. We'll look at things like inventory to find out where the inventory is going, where the average price is, your expectations, your goals, what that means for you. So that's one thing to consider if you're a seller. Another thing to consider is how much activity there is. So the price point will determine the activity of the showings. How much showings are you getting? If you have a tenant in there, are they allowing activity? Are they allowing showings or viewings? That will determine. If the seller only has a restrictive showing period for one day a week or a few hours a day, it might be challenging to get the right buyer in. You have to remember as well, as some buyers who are actively looking for a home, if they're motivated and they're looking for a job change or relocation change as the world opens up, it's very important to be open to get those buyers, to make sure that an agent can bring that buyer through and bring a great offer in. If you would like a copy of our guide, send us a message. There's a guide about what renovations are going to add value and not. One thing that sellers will say is, well, I updated the floors. And that is great. We also look at it this way, though. If you have like a new pair of shoes, you probably should have to replace those shoes every so often. In 2005, I definitely had different shoes than I have today. So you do have to replace things as they wear and tear. And it is important to as well consider a pre-home inspection where they do look at the structural components, make sure that the offer, again, that can also help with value, because you'll have better offers, especially in a shifting market. You need to have the best type of offer, and you need to minimize friction for that buyer to bring in a really good offer, which just means it instills buyer confidence. If you also would like information on our home insurance warranty program that we offer to our buyers, this as a seller can make it very attractive for you to work with us, because we do have an opportunity to offer buyers a warranty for 6 months where big structural things are covered. So check us out, or at least ask for more information. And you can also check out us on YouTube. I'll put the link down below. If you subscribe to that, we have some great webinars on there for some added value. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.